Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the second-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hokies will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Play action here on first down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Catch made, a lot of space now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Fighting him off.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UNC. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks a tackle into the clear. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down play for this offense. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Running right through tacklers. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And the Tar Heels will crank up the tempo. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the handoff again. Running with purpose. Finds room at the 30. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. And the Tar Heels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And they've got him.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall. They get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense. Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the...
And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Motion now from the tight end. They'll run it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
This is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. North Carolina 10, Virginia Tech 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And the result is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
The return brings it out to the 32. And the North Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone now. They'll try the right here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He eludes the rush. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner brought down. Sets up. offense is back out on the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Looking to pass here. Close to the tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here for this offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the wideout goes in motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Testing the right side here. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And he drops back in the gun. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Defense not pressing this time. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense, flying to the football.
Gain of 3. 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring it down, but the gain sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They spot the ball at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They come up 2 yards at the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with.
And it's picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50. Past the 40. The 20. At the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They've got the lead, but hadn't settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Tar Heels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Heading left after the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. You've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught, and he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball was on the ground, free. Up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
North Carolina, 27. Virginia Tech, 13.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Runs right over the defender. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 30 now. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
This one will be fair caught. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Gives it to the back. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hokies. This offense is still clicking. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
North Carolina, 27.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The important third down play coming up. And they'll give it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they go in front here in the second half. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he runs it into the end zone, so now the lead sits at 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Virginia Tech, 28.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Oh, and he fumbled it. And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Handoff heading left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Sticking with the running game. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to score with a run to the right. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's a bullet over the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. But only a 1-yard gain. So it's 3rd and 9 coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive, and come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Takes the handoff. It's Cross. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's got his man open downfield. It's a quick tackle to spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Still no answer for this offense. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Makes a quick grab. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Breaks loose at the 40. Stiff arms the man. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important 2nd down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and